Welcome to this match of Mechabellum. You can see here, fighting against Beta Rage and my options. Training, Sabers, Missile and Giant. So lots of good options here. There is training, I do like training. There is Missile and there was Giant. Three very good. I end up going for training, starting with Marksman and Sledges, while my opponent goes for Fortified, starting with Hounds and Sledges. So I have a little more money at the start and can level 1 unit. And with this build, yeah, standard is better to go for, although I could go aggro everything. You can go aggro with everything, or almost everything, but yeah, I will play standard this time. I do like to vary my playstyle, not going for the same thing every time. Let's quick deploy here, so we can see what he's doing too. You can see him position in the middle here, very standard. And leveling my middle marksman, so level 2, it can now one-shot his sledges. And going for crawlers. So crawler here, and my opponent also went for standard. Shaft clear here are my sledges. He's better on this front, but I do have my tower here, which I didn't sell. Which did help a little with shaft clear. You can see top 1 on damage. And I'm winning this ledge war thanks to my marksman, because I do have more DPS than my opponents. So first round goes for me. And here, the game is offering me shaft clear. So I will grab it. I'm a standard. Arc lights are good shaft clear at standard, not as good as Vulcan, but they will do. Getting them for free, or almost free. So 2 arc lights to help me with shaft clear. And now more shaft. You see me putting fangs in front to protect my units against missiles, because yeah, they were very vulnerable. If my opponent put a missile here, it could kill full pack of sledges, marksmen, and even this arc light. So 1 fang in front and more crawlers behind. Instead, I also started selling my towers, so I sold the middle one, which is not that useful. This one is still very useful here, even if now I have the arc light. It is helping with the shaft clear. Quick deploy, see what the opponent's doing, and wasps on his deep flanks. It protects his flank and is a bit annoying for my marksman to deal with, but I do have 3 marksmen. He also went for double Phoenix. Is his choice of DPS. Extra crawlers here. My fangs in front did pull his army closer to the middle. His wasps are arriving, which will be a bit annoying. Let's see. My marksman is distracted with it. So this one is going... No, started with sledges now. So not shooting the Phoenix. Here, the wasps are dying. Now they are going for the sledges and yeah, too late. So those wasps Very annoying. So I'll have to deal with it. My opponent instantly going for laser sight. I will think about it. There's intensive training here, although even if I rather have intensive training, it could be useful. But there's also efficient giants, which it could also be useful. Laser sight, heavy armor, very good cards. So I will take some time and end up going for laser sight. And Mustangs, having a shaft problem, a air problem, the Mustangs will help. So they will kill the wasps and free my marksman to deal with his sledges and then his phoenix. And laser sight for the Mustangs. That way I don't have to get attack on them. At least not if my opponent don't start investing into more units that the Mustangs are good against. 450 still left. I was thinking maybe grabbing range on my arc lights so they can start shaft clear sooner. But no, I will just grab one more Mustang on the other side. I went back on the cell of this rapid fire cannon, letting it stay here, and one more Fang, which I will put here. Because I was still vulnerable to a missile from this side. Actually, no, put it behind, but I should have put here. You can see a missile would hit now here and kill all those units. So I'm still vulnerable to a missile here. But my opponent's also vulnerable to missiles, I'm not using it. Mustangs in here, Mustangs here. I was fearing that he could go for wasps on this side too, seeing how good they went on this. But now, wasps destroyed. His ground is almost all dead. His phoenixes are stuck on my Mustangs here and Fangs here. Those late Fangs doing their job. And suddenly I am winning quite easily. So problem solved, I start winning again. And if I didn't do that much damage. Mass-produced Rhino, I do like this card, but not in a standard battle like this. There is smoke, but after the nerf to smoke, I usually don't pick it. And it's time to improve my shaft clear. You can see me going for more arc lights, and I will tech them. So range arc lights, and now I have 4 of them. Same amount as the opponent shaft. Also, this Mustang got a level, and it has an item, good range, it's doing a good job here, so I did get the level for it. And ended up going for one more arc light, so now I have the full shaft clear line, symmetrical line of arc lights. And now I put Fangs here to protect me against missiles. And that's almost all my money. I think I will just grab one of the enhancements here. With the 100 I have left. Yeah, that's enhancement. And I forgot to click quick deploy. And the opponent decided to go for rhinos. Even if he didn't go for the sheep rhino, it's the normal one, you can see by the HP. But yeah, even if I don't have a focus at defense, you can see that they didn't do well. They got killed by my marksman, mostly. So even this one end up killing mostly by the Mustangs. Here there is heavy armor and non-repair kit, which could be useful for my opponent if he intends to keep going with the rhinos. There's also steel ball production, which could be useful if I get a giant. And since he started investing into rhinos, I could get a giant. So, fortress here with the item, and the fortress has an advantage here. It can deal with the ground, killing the rhino quite easily, and if my opponent, those phoenixes start to be a problem, I can just click anti-air. And suddenly he will have to pivot out of phoenix. Completed my front line, thanks. And that's all. I had to unlock the fortress, so 200, then grab one. That goes a lot of money in that. And I also grabbed a few levels. Level 3, marksman now here. Actually, he went for mass produced rhino. Range. How did they have so much HP? Here it is. This is how they have so much HP. He went for level 2 defense. That's why I confunded. It's the sheep rhinos. But yeah, they are not doing that much. My left side don't have a fortress, not doing that well. Fortress died unfortunately to the phoenixes, but one and just 2 phoenixes to kill on this side. Not a big victory, so I will do some 600 damage. And here, don't really want any of those units. And the best for Monday, Wraith. Can get 500, selling both of them. The second best, Sabertooth. I can get 450, selling it. And those two I get 400. I get the Wraiths. That one, keep the other. I don't remember where I put it. I was looking here, I was looking. If I put on the flanks, his phoenix will turn and kill it. I'll just put it here. And now I get more fortress. And range for the fortress. So it can start shooting the sabers, the rhinos faster. And stay a bit safer, so it can keep getting value from the item. Got to quick deploy, couldn't see what the opponent was doing. Just getting more shaft now. And the opponent investing on his shaft clear. So more hounds and more phoenixes. You see 2 more phoenixes and range for the phoenix. So he's finally investing into his phoenixes. Which means next turn it's time for anti-air barrage. You can see his rhinos in the middle doing better than the ones on the sides that are getting destroyed by the fortress. So look at that, I need the fortress in the middle too. One of my fortresses is dead, those phoenixes being annoying. And most of my... only one marksman left, most of my marksmen are dead. But I do have the Mustangs distracting the phoenixes. Now last marksman dead, but the Mustang should be able to kill the last phoenix. and the fortress spawning balls survived. And here, yeah, lightning storm. I think my opponent didn't like to see it. He was complaining to the game with the shot, complaining about the lightning storm. And here it goes, lightning storm here. Is it? Those phoenixes have even laser sight. And fortress, don't have a good place to put it here, so it will be in front here. And anti-air barrage. So now the fortress can also help kill the phoenixes. Also shields, because he could also go for a storm, even if he is much more vulnerable to a storm than me. He can protect his phoenixes. Although I think he will go for quantum reassembly. Level 2 for this fortress. You can see 3 shields. I am loading. Getting levels everywhere. This Mustang here is level 3. There's one. I used an intensive, I think. But I didn't have the money to level it. You can see his rhinos have mech rage, which is a very cheap tech, and make them approach faster. But now with fortress protecting all my board, these rhinos will not do anything. Opponent also went for missiles on the sides. And subterranean blitz. It's the storm is low in the rhinos. But dead rhinos. Missile barrage killing phoenixes. Even if they are respawning, let's see. Only one left here, and the other will respawn here, but our debuff. And I am approaching. He's not killing any of my fortresses. And that's a lot of damage with 3 fortresses still alive. And enough to win. And that's what my opponent was complaining. Say he only lost because of the storm, but I don't think he only lost because of the storm. The storm just speeded up. His phoenixes would not do well against my fortresses now with AA barrage. I would start getting more. And then go for also barrier. So yeah, this game was not going to go well for him. But that's it for this one. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to leave your like and subscribe. And I will see you on the next one.